Hey guys, welcome back to another deck profile, and I'm back with Predaplants. Due to the fact that Dual Power came out a few weeks ago, it pretty much gave us Jasmine finally, so had to kind of like update this deck by default. Anyway, so that's really nice. But yeah, Jasmine being out now kind of gives the deck a little bit more consistency and making better boards than it used to. And yeah, and also gave us some rarity upgrades to Scorpio and Drago, which was also nice. But yeah, I've kind of made a lot of changes since the last update, since due to the fact that I've been trying new things and just kind of like I guess trying to put a new just putting in a lot of new cards, trying a lot of new cards and just see what works. And I think I've come up with a pretty decent build for you guys. Other than that, it's Predaplant. If you're new to Predaplants, Predaplants are a pretty fun deck that you can take to locals sometimes. It's merely a fun deck and kind of a cool pet project if you ever get around to it. But yeah, let's just get on to the deck profile. So to start off, your main like combo piece, 3 Scorpio. Scorpio is your main 3 of pretty much the thing you want to see in your open hand. A bunch like pretty much every duel. Yeah, there's not much needs to be said about him. He pretty much special summons the whole archetype. And then the thing you want to special summon him off of him every time, almost like the start of the duel, is 2 Cobra. There's Cobra. I run 2 of them. I know some people run only 1. Most people anyway. I have no good experience running 1 for some reason, so that's why I bumped it to 2, or keep it at 2. So. Yeah, it's just me. If you want, you can cut it down to 1. That's completely fine. I just run it at 2 due to the fact that I just hate opening it and then not really doing anything after that. So, yeah, that's why I run it at 2. You can cut it to 1, though, if you really, really want to. But, yeah, and nothing that much to see needs to be said about Scorpio and Cobra. They're pretty much the most well-known Predaplants. And then, onto another thing that doesn't really need to be explained. 3 Lone Fire. It's a plant deck, so not really needs to be said. It's just, you need to run it if you're playing a plant deck. Now into other Predaplants. 3 Kamada Sundu. Kamada Sundu is nice, still really nice. I like it a lot. Pretty much a polymerization on legs, and if your opponent has a predator counter, you can use their stuff and they are treated as dark. So it's really nice, great combo piece, and it's just overall really good 3 of in the deck. You could cut it to 2 if you really wanted to. That's completely fine to make room for other cards. But for me, I like it at 3. So. On to another Predaplant, 2 Spinodonea. Spinodonea is pretty much a kind of a, I guess, special summoner from deck. Pretty much of this, when it's normal special, you can give your opponent a predator counter, and then if it battles a monster in equal or lower level, you can special a Predaplant from your deck, which is nice. Mostly never really go into it that much. It's mostly just a name that you can normal summon and just kind of get the ball rolling a little bit, so. Yeah, other than that, though, it's just nice. You could cut it to 1 if you wanted to, or you could cut it to 3. Whatever. It's kind of personal preference of the card. I kind of just run it at 2 because I just think it's perfect at 2. Now onto the last Predaplant of the deck. 1 Terrapenthes. Terrapenthes is kind of a mind control when your opponent's monster has a predator counter, which is nice. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a pretty cool stun card, and if you time it right, it can pretty much kind of cripple the opponent, which is funny. So yeah, it's just really nice. I like it a lot, and it's just kind of a cool tech that you can run. So that's it for Predaplants. Now on to the other monsters. So the last plant monster in the deck is 1 Glow Bulb. Glow Bulb, it's just kind of a good combo extender and a good just a cool way of getting out more stuff. It's just go for link material and everything. That's mostly what it's used for. I don't run Synchros in this deck. This is merely there just to link climb or to get into Link Karibo if I want to. So. All in all, though, it's a really good card and just, really nice for the deck. On to non-plant monsters now. 2 Agent Sabers. Now, you're probably wondering what the hell this is doing here. Well, basically, I run a Fright for Patchwork in the deck, and this is the thing you can search off of it. So, because if you don't know what Patchwork does, you search an edge of monster, and then you search a polymerization, which kind of helps the deck a lot because, polymerization is kind of the core of the deck. So. Searching this off, this is like the target you're going to search off of Patchwork, which is good. And it's also really nice because if you pitch this off of Scorpio, you can then kind of extend the way because then you place a card from your hand on top of the deck and you can special this back. So this is nice because if you have Jasmine out, you can special this to the zone it points to, and you can use Jasmine to tribute this and get another plant monster. It's really nice, it's very versatile, and honestly just a really good addition to the deck. Now onto the Danger Engine. I do run dangers in this deck. Now bear with me, I'll get onto some explaining with the certain dangers I do run. 3 Mothman, 2 Thunderbird, and then 1 Snack. Now you're probably like cringing because these are not the kind of dangers you would think that would be in this deck. These are the only dangers I have really that I felt were, that I really have. Like honestly, I don't have Nessies, I don't have Jackalopes, I don't have pretty much a lot of the dangers. This is the only snack for instance, this is the only snack that I have, thanks to Larson. So yeah, and the Thunderbirds, by the way, those were from Larson too. So yeah, I don't have much for dangers. This is my kind of like budget-esque Danger Engine. If you can afford it, I would run Nessies and I would run Jackalopes and 2 more snacks, and maybe you could keep the Mothmans in, and that would be my Danger Engine. But due to the fact I am kind of limited in access to dangers, this is my kind of best attempt at a Danger Engine because it's kind of like the one I can really, these are the only ones I really have, and it's just kind of like the budget version for me. So yeah, I can't afford dangers sadly as much, but so this is kind of the best I have for dangers. But they've worked nice. I like them a lot. Mothman's great. Obviously, Sneck is awesome. And then, cool thing with Thunderbird, it is a little late, so you can use this fusion material off of Poly to go into Greedy Venom, which is always a nice card. So yeah, I like this engine. I think it's really nice. I think it allows the deck to do more plays. I just wish I could afford some of the better dangers, but what can you do, right? No, so that's it for the monsters. Now into spells. 3 Allure Darkness. Self-explanatory. This is a dark deck, and you want your draws pretty much. 3 Patrick. Patrick's good because of the Edge Up Sabers, so it adds the polymerization and the Edge Up Sabers, and it's just really nice. I think it adds a lot of consistency to the deck, just to get polymerization back to your hand as quicker, and just to get on with your plays and everything. So that's why I run it. And then your 2 polymerization, you only need 2. I was debating on bumping it to 3, but I couldn't really find a thing to cut for a 3rd one. Yeah, that's why I only run 2. If you can find a thing you would want to cut to make a 3rd copy fit, that's totally up to you. That's completely fine. Just for me, I couldn't really find anything to cut to put in a 3rd if I really wanted to. Another 2 Instant Fusion, really nice in the deck, still a thing you want to use in the deck to get out your Mud Dragon, and just, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, this is just here for Mud Dragon, and also to see it, that's why I run it at 2, just to see it opening hand, so I can, don't have to search it off of Cobra all the time. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. 2 Call by the Grave, because Call by the Grave is nice against hand traps, and this deck dies to hand traps really hard, so it's kind of just a mini staple that you need in this deck, because if you get Ash at the wrong time, you're pretty much screwed. Onto some Predaplant spells. Predaplast, this is nice. Spreads out counters, which helps with Drago, which is nice, and also it's kind of a good, protector in the grave, because you can banish it and protect some of your Predaplants that are about to destroy a battle. Predapruning to help revive some of your stuff for combo extending, which is nice. 1 Panoponics, same thing, just a continuous spell. And then some last 2 fusion spells. 1 Super Poly, because it's kind of self-explanatory in the deck, and the deck can use it really, really well, and I love it for that fact. And the last one, Ultra Polymerization. I know I've said this card was not good for me. I know I've said that before. I know I've said on a different video that I did not like this card, but someone convinced me to try it, and I've kind of warmed up to it. This thing is nice. Honestly, I kind of feel stupid for saying it was bad in the deck, so yeah, you can call me stupid in the comments if you want. But other than that, though, it's really good. Honestly, it helps get into Jasmine and double Drago Sepelia board, which is awesome. This is the thing I want to bump to 2, honestly, but I just can't find the space. So that's why I just kept it at 1. But honestly, it's a really good card, and I kind of feel stupid for calling it bad, because honestly, it's really, really good in the deck. So yeah, that's just for me. It helps with combo extending, and just, yeah, once you get the first fusion off, you can target the fusion monster you just summon, bring back the materials, and then you can put one of the materials next to Jazz on the zone that Jasmine points to, tribute the Jasmine, bring out Chlamydia Sundu, and then Chlamydia Sundu effect to fuse it and the fusion, fuse that and the Mud Dragon to go into another Drago, which is awesome. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's very, really good in the deck. So I was completely wrong about the card. It's really good. So yeah. Other than that, that's it for the main deck. It's a 42 card main deck. Now into extra deck. 2 Dragos Pelia, you're pretty much your boss monster and kind of a walking floodgate for predator counters. Really nice. You could bump it to 3 if you wanted to, but I just wanted to have it at 2 for now. I might bump it to 3 if I find it necessary, but for now 2 has been working for me. And the same thing goes to Chimera Flasia. Chimera Flasia is your secondary boss monster. It's really nice. It's just really good. It can search its own like revival in a way, or it can search other fusion stuff, which is nice. Fusion spells and polymerizations, which is cool. And it's just all in all a great card in the deck. And then other fusions, 1 Storm Venom because Super Poly mainly, which is nice. And then the 1 Greedy Venom because you can fuse the Thunderbird, which is nice to get into it more effectively. And you can use Drago and everything to go into this as well. But you mostly want to fuse it off of the Thunderbird to get into it because honestly you don't want to get rid of your Drago, honestly. And then the instant fusion target, Mud Dragon, because Mud Dragon is just perfect in the deck. So onto links. 1 Link Karibo because you can go into it off of Glow Up Bulb. 2 Jasmine because Jasmine is just perfect in the deck. If you don't know what this does, it's pretty much the thing that makes a lot of plant decks really good, or like better than they were. Basically with this, if your life points are higher than your opponent's, this card and any plant monsters it points to cannot be destroyed by battle. You can tribute 1 monster this card points to, special 1 plant from your deck in defensive position, and you can only use this effect once per turn. And then once per turn, if you gain life points, you can add a plant from deck to hand. That last part's not really relevant in this deck because you're not like Row Mages, which sucks. But the one that pretty much tributes a monster to special, that is really good for the deck. It helps get out more combo, like it pretty much combos, makes the deck do more combos, and just just really good and helps the deck with consistency and just creating better boards, honestly. And it's just, I'm glad this is finally here in the TCG, and it just helps this deck a lot from what it was. Now on to other Link monsters. I have a Nightmare package of Cerberus, Phoenix, and then Unicorn. You don't need to run this if you don't want to. You can fill this in for whatever you want. You can replace these if you want. If you don't have them, that's completely fine. But they are nice to have. And then 1 Summon Sorceress, because Summon Sorceress is nice in this deck because just for combo extending and just get out more of your plants. So it's all explanatory. And then the 1 Borreload, because it's Borreload and it's really good. I do not have Boral Sword, sadly, so that's why Boral Sword's not in here. But if I did have it, I would have it in here. But yeah, that is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it, and enjoyed this deck profile. Yeah, I think the deck has been, gotten a little bit better due to the fact that Jasmine's finally here, and I think the Danger Engine complements this deck a lot, which is nice. And yeah, I think the deck's overall a little bit better than when it was. Still a fun deck, though, that you can just take the locals. This deck is not good in this kind of meta where you would want to take it to a regional, sadly, just yet. But yeah, if you have any questions about this deck, leave it down in the comment section below. And if you guys have any suggestions for me to change, or some cards that you think I should try out for the deck, leave that down in the comment section below as well. I always enjoy seeing those, and it makes me learn a few things as well to help get better at some of my decks and everything, and giving you guys better deck profiles, to be honest. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe, and also have a really good Easter, guys. I hope you've had a good Easter. But yeah, like I said, leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. I should see you in the next video. Have a nice day.